Hello, it's the NFL exporter Ty Goodman, and we're doing the 2013-14 NFL midseason report. We're now talking Pro Bowl, so let's look at who will be our starters if the season ended today. Coming in as a starting quarterback, we have Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers. The two starting running backs would be Adrian Peterson of the Minnesota Vikings and Marshawn Lynch of the Seattle Seahawks. The fullback is Jerome Felton for the Minnesota Vikings. Our wide receivers are Calvin Johnson of the Detroit Lions and Brandon Marshall of the Chicago Bears, along with our third receiver being Dez Bryant of the Dallas Cowboys. Our tight end is Tony Gonzalez. Our tackles are Trent Williams from the Washington Redskins and Joe Staley from the San Francisco 49ers. Our guards are Mike Iupati from the San Francisco 49ers, along with Jahari Evans of the New Orleans Saints. And our center will be Max Unger from the Seattle Seahawks. On the defensive side of the ball, our defensive ends are Julius Peppers of the Chicago Bears, as well as Robert Quinn of the St. Louis Rams. Our interior linemen are Ndamukong Suh of the Detroit Lions, along with Luatelli from the Carolina Panthers. Our outside linebackers are Ahmad Brooks, along with Thomas Davis. Brooks is with the 49ers, Thomas Davis with the Carolina Panthers. Our inside linebackers are Navarro Bowman of the San Francisco 49ers, along with Luke Kelce of the Carolina Panthers. Our two cornerbacks are Richard Sherman of the Seattle Seahawks, along with Patrick Peterson of the Arizona Cardinals. And our two safeties are Earl Thomas from the Seattle Seahawks, along with Louis Delmas of the Detroit Lions. In regards to our rookie watch, some great rookies who are putting in some work and definitely doing an excellent job stepping in this year, paying immediate dividends. On the offensive side of football, we have Eddie Lacy, running back from the Green Bay Packers, along with teammate Jared Boykin, wide receiver from the Green Bay Packers. We have Cordell Patterson, big-time playmaker out in Minnesota. We also have Terrence Williams, nicely looking young rookie. Wide receivers came in and filled in and done a great job for Miles Austin out in Dallas. We have Lance Johnson doing a great job as well for the Philadelphia Eagles. A tackle, not an easy position, but he's stepped right in and doing a good job, helped protect Nick Foles and open up some holes for Shady McCoy in the running game. Next in line, we have Jordan Reed, good-looking young tight end out in Washington, has solidified his spot as a nice young target for Robert Griffith III. Next in line, we have Justin Pugh starting at tackle for the New York Giants. A little bit shaky, but he is doing his best, holding his own. And again, the offensive line, one of the more difficult positions to play, especially protecting against the pass. Next in line, we have a couple running backs. Andre Ellington out in Arizona has shown some big playability with an 85-yard touchdown a couple weeks ago. Has a lot of explosion in the open field, as well as Zach Stacy. I really like this guy. Came into his own, has really worked the inside as well as the outside. Has some nice shake in his step, has a very durable body, can pound it in around the goal line. I really like his versatility. Also has an underrated set of hands coming out the backfield. I'm really high on Zach Stacy. And rounding out some wide receivers, Kenny Stills doing a great job out in New Orleans, receiving perfect passes, of course, from Drew Brees. And also Mike James, another running back out in Tampa Bay, ran for over 150 yards against Seattle, has some nice pop in his step and moving, can also run inside as well as outside. Rounding it out is rookie Timothy Wright, tight end for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Has some excellent size, is 6'6", has some nice hands, can also leap up and catch the football at its highest point. On the defensive side of the football, we have Luatelli, the defensive tackle for the Carolina Panthers, has came in, done an excellent job stopping up that run and just being a real big body presence and disruptive. Is a big part of Carolina's revamped front seven. I really like Luatelli and what he's doing on the defensive side of the ball in the trenches, making it very difficult for teams to move him out the way. Next in line, we have Eric Reed, very good-looking safety from LSU, playing the backfield for the San Francisco 49ers, stepping right in for Vernon Golston, showing that he's a very good tackler, can definitely get out there and make some hits. But I really like his range, has good hands. This kid has a bright young future for the 49ers. And last but not least, we have Ansai Ezekiel, defensive end for the Detroit Lions. Was a little iffy on him coming out of BYU, but it's definitely fit right in. He's doing a good job. I'm quite sure as this young man gets stronger, gets his technique better, puts a couple moves under his belt, I really expect for him to be disruptive, and I really like him alongside of Ndamukong Suh and Nick Fairley. That Detroit front four is really starting to come into its own. And rounding us out is David Emerson, the cornerback for the Washington Redskins, doing a good job playing nickel, playing some backup when necessary to defensive back Josh Wilson, out in Washington. Has good size, is aggressive, has good ball skills. A nice pickup for the Washington Redskins. All right, that wraps up this segment of the show. We'll be right back. It's the NFL Exporter, Ty Goodman.